super profession, you need to get into Medicare or medical. So
don't we know more about like the moon than the oceans? Like,
yeah, it's fucking sweet.
There's a lot of stuff down there.
Tucker Carlson says the aliens are from there.
I have
ocean.
Yeah.
Whenever National Geographic drops a new documentary, I have it ready to go. Press and play.
Sharks, dude, get the shark jaws. Shark jaws on your knee. You ever see that?
What about the back of the knee? So it.
Or like somehow like Jaws, but like it's on your butt, so it's like the shark is your butt. I don't know.
Dave's one usually spreading it.
Shark butt.
What's the equivalent of like, you know how they put like the shark teeth on the front of like a fighter pilot on a fighter plane?
Yeah.
You can do that on your
penis.
Yes.
Okay.
Not to be medical.
So in Texas, if you put the horns of a bull on the front of your truck, why don't you put the jaw of a shark on your boat?
Someone's got to be doing that.
Everyone's doing it now because all
They're
the
doing it now.
tens of millions of people that are watching.
They're
this
now
from the
poaching
coast.
sharks to.
Jethro, go get the boat.
Do you have to have like a license? Is there like specific tags for sharks?
No.
Or like
No, when you go fishing,
you just get a fishing license and you can catch anything
They're
in the
coming
ocean.
right for us. You shoot it.
So I can go like hunt sunfish and shit with just a basic fishing
fine.
license. You don't have to get any kind of permit.
I mean, a sunfish is like an actual problem. If you caught a sunfish and that didn't tell them, and then you just like mount it.
I think legally, as long as you eat it right there on the shore, you can hunt.
I just don't know fishing laws. Like,
Why is it called a sunfish, and why is it also the most commonly misconcepted shark? That's not a shark.
they're so big.
It's because they actually survive from sun rays, so you always see them at the various part. That's why they're flat, because they're trying to get as much surface area, and then because they're flipping, it looks like
For solar power?
Yeah,
they are solar powered.
they're not even real, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Government's getting.
So do you have to get tags to get those done? Is that like?
I don't know.
It's a fish,
I
dude.
just,
You have to
I just
report them?
applied
It's a
for my
fish.
fishing.
It's a
I just
fish.
my chefs.
So why do we have to get tags for like deer? But like you can just
There's
go and
daily-
hunt
there's-
anything.
There's daily limits for fish. Like I don't think there's tags per
There's,
se.
like if
Maybe
you're
for big stuff like sure. Other the alligator has a tag on it.
on a
I'm pretty
pier,
sure.
like there's for instance in New Hampshire, on each pier they have like you would have a bulletin if you were to go hike a trail, like don't do this. On there it'll have, hey, if you caught this way, this is how many you're able to have, or if you caught this, call us and then put it back. There's like a breakdown. That's off of a pier. I don't know. I feel like the jurisdiction.
Let's get a taxidermied sunfish.
Doc, when we put the alligator up on the wall, Doc like commented and told us the story of when he caught that. So they're like out in the boat and put the hook out there, and they get the alligator on the hook, and then they bring it to shore. Then they like dog pile on top of it, and then they just start stabbing it. Like
Jesus Christ.
it was chaotic from the sounds of it. It's not how I thought it would go, but
swamp people. You get the Totem Elizabeth, and then you plug it with a
How else?
17.
How graceful did you think alligator hunting was?
I just thought, hey, bro, what's up?
Hey, dude.
And,
Am I just dying easily for
spear
me?
or something like
It's starting to
I don't
split.
know.
Did you
Like,
notice that?
shoot him. You just shoot him.
Is it?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
probably
it's-
super dry.
Do you like lotion it?
Gonna miss-
Please put it out of the water for
I got a bunch of use for
I was gonna say, gotta go through with some use for it once a month.
Comes back to life.
Oh, did we in the shipping containers, since they're all cleared out, did you get the Florida license plate? Because that has to be next.
It's got to
to
be
it.
somewhere.
That- That's like the pinnacle of putting.
Weird question for all our viewers. Does anybody have a giraffe out there? We need a giraffe.
I'm so pissed. I don't
Who's
remember
gonna
his
have that?
name.
Who's gonna have that?
The gentleman that owned Genesee Valley Taxidermy before he leveled it. I told you he had everything from elephant, giraffe.
That's cool.
But then I know where his house is behind it, and I don't think it fits all of that. So where to go?
I just want some exotic stuff. The giraffe would be so cool, right by the door.
It is a lovely room of death.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The moose we've been cleaning out, as they said. We've been cleaning out the shipping containers, and so we've got. They're actually all cleaned out. There's still 2 sitting out there that need to be picked up, which I think sometime next week. They said I think. But yeah, the shipping containers are all cleaned out. It looks so different already, but once they're all gone, I mean, the range will still be up there, so there'll still be one shipping container.
Yeah.
But
It'll look cleaner.
we had 5 We had 5 shipping containers full of stuff for 2 years. So it was nice to just be. That's just like a physical, but also like just like a psychological weight that was just lifted.
Mhm.
Shout out to Anna. She did a ton of work moving all that
Moving
stuff.
all that,
yeah, she moved a ton of it. And yeah, so we're getting close. We've got contracts with companies to get us through the finish line. We've got water happening here. As soon as we can get some permits, like reissued, basically the permits are already issued. We just have to swap out the contractor doing the work. So
Oh, really?
we'll be plugging along with that, and someday it's going to be such an epic update video someday, like years from now, when we can fully tell the entire story of this rebuild. We can't right now, but I've got notes. Don't worry. It'll be Hallmark's going to maybe produce something for us.
Hallmark?
Maybe. I know a guy.
You're more of
who-
a Lifetime guy.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I think the
Go
learning.
straight-
We're more of a
straight to
TLC.
Tubi. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
we're
straight to
Tubi.
Oh, Tubi. That's
TiVo.
ouch. Oof. But yeah, building is progressing. We got sprinkler guys were in here today. They were working hard, finishing up some stuff.
It's cool to see.
And yeah, just plugging along. Freedom Weekend, June 21st and 22nd. That's going to be our grand opening, and we're still on schedule for that. If we can open up any sooner, we will, for like a soft opening or maybe just for our members or whatever. We got to figure out that whole process, how we're going to like.
Is the 20th still happening? Should we?
Yeah, the ribbon cutting. It hasn't been like 100% nailed down, but tentatively we're going to have, because they only do them during the week, we're going to do like a ribbon cutting on Friday.
Big old skizzers.
Which that'll be fun because it kind of reinforces the weekend vibe of Freedom Weekend.
It'll kick it off.
Yeah.
Should we do a secondary one during Freedom Weekend?
A ribbon cutting, we certainly could. So, because it is one of those things like we're in the Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, obviously, and have been for a long time. But recently, in the past couple of years, we've also joined the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce, just because so many of our customers and so much of our business comes from the Rochester area. So we joined that one too. And so,
Thank you for that. We appreciate you.
When I hear people drive, how far they drive, like
Where was that guy from Steuben County today? What town did he live in?
Arkport.
Where?
Arkport.
Never even heard of it.
don't even know.
It's a port, kind of like Brock and
Thanks.
Sense.
Oh,
It's along the canal.
yeah. Okay.
They probably have a bridge, maybe too.
Been under construction for 3
Noah
years.
was based out of there.
Wait, when did the bridge go under construction?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
3 years, 4
So,
years
it's
ago.
been
Have we
fire.
rebuilt faster than the bridge?
I was at Next Level,
Yeah,
right, getting my
just
haircut,
there today.
and there was a guy there,
Shout out to
and we
Jeremy
were chatting,
and John.
and he was like, "You know what? I looked it up. It took him 10 months to build the original bridge in like 1905. Like,
Jesus.
using donkeys. Like, why is it taking 2 years to like we have fucking lasers and shit? Like,
Crazy.
we were all just dying. Oh,
I love it there. I went there today.
that is a great. Yeah, I alternate. I'll go once to Ape and Canary, which is like this fancy
Don't
place
admit
in the
that.
city.
Don't admit
Very
that.
spa-like, very.
Oh,
Yes, very soft. It
Oh.
appeals to my softer.
you're a little dry.
My so-
Have a champagne while we do.
I never dry there. And then versus you go to the next level and it's like that scene from Gran Torino where they're just like mean to each other. Like, I'm gonna tell you how to be a man, son. Like
That's not really my experience. But
compared to Ape and Canary. they
yeah, okay. Compared to the lady
call me
spot, yeah.
a slur when I walk in there.
What else are you supposed to call your friends?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I like that. I hope that part of manhood never goes away, but it will.
Is that your favorite part about
It goes
manhood?
A little bit. Peeing outside. That's a
You know I'm an outside peer.
peeing right outside.
Peak.
Yeah. They don't understand.
I don't know if we should admit this, but when we had a birthday party for somebody, I can't remember who, we rented the bus and we all peed off that really tall bridge. somewhere in Rochester, there's a really, really tall bridge, and we
That's
Were
already
you-
said too
you
much.
were there, right?
We've already said too much.
We all just pissed
Oh,
off of it,
yes.
and that was, I think I peaked that night. Since then, my life has just been downhill.
I think
Probably they had to replace the Jenny Brewhouse.
like the Pont du Rennes, they had to replace the whole thing. You know how you can get your stats in Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah,
all that. Like I don't know, my like in gallons number of inside versus outside peas.
oh, for sure.
They're close. They're probably pretty close.
When Letchworth had the train bridge, you can go
Mhm.
climb up. I peed
Yeah.
off of that, and that was really fun too.
Someday you have to go to
It
the
is
Continental
pretty-
Divide. Look up
Just-
on the mountain and just half your pee is going to the Atlantic, half of it's going to the Pacific. That's like
It's my whole reason for climbing Everest. Just training montage, just so I can piss off Everest.
Start
To
small.
be
Go,
a
go to the
hero.
Hoover, go to the Hoover Dam in Arizona.
yeah.
And
There we go.
Could you pee off the Hoover Dam? It's pretty locked down.
They won't.
I bet you if you like popped it real quick, just
Yeah.
popped one off.
You gotta wear. That's like a shorts pee. Just
Yeah.
slip it out.
Yeah. What do you mean slip it out?
You just pop the leg and just.
You have to like bring it way up here though.
Nah, dude.
I feel like Butters. My pants go all the way down. I lift my shirt up.
It's Butters.
The name is Butters. John says we would be on the Oxygen Network, and Oprah will back
I
us.
bet.
Fair.
I bet John puts a lot of time in on that network.
Should we try the thing where we just like when people get married and they just write to all the billionaires? Because the chances are they'll just not even know. And they're
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I know the Mira's. Like, I'll send them a thing.
Post
Like,
Malone did
yeah.
shit for us.
Oh, you tried though.
You tried.
Tried. You gotta try.
Like a sticker or
Try.
something. Come on.
Spit in the envelope. Send it back. Arms Preservation Inc. Your guns have two enemies, politicians and rust. We can't do much about politicians, but Arms Preservation Inc. has rust covered. API storage bags are designed to protect your firearms, ammunition, and other valuables for up to 10 years. No oils, no grease, just real protection. Unlike those cheap single-layer bags that barely last 2 or 3 years, API uses 4mm thick, dual-layer barriers that block moisture and the elements while releasing vapor corrosion inhibiting technology to create a one-of-a-kind microenvironment inside their bag, protecting your precious investments. Personally, I completely trust them. Every ammo can I use is lined with an API bag. The best part, these bags are made right here locally in Rochester with American source materials and American labor. So you're not just protecting your guns, you're supporting a quality craftsmanship and company that keeps its roots in the US while supporting your Second Amendment rights. Your guns and collectibles are valuable. Protect your investments with API. Get the best long-term firearm storage bags at apistoragebags.com or pick them up in person locally at the Firing Pin. Now back to the show.
Fun stuff. So
All right.
Freedom Weekend, how many vendies we got? How many vendors?
27,
That's awesome.
26 technically. But
So I'm glad that we just got our latest comment. So love you too, buddy. Actually, full homo. Pat is at Paris Island right now.
Oh shit.
Pat decided to join the Marine Corps
nice.
and is going through
Really?
basic
Midlife
recruit
crisis.
training. No, he's down there with Dan Clore with American Warrior.
I did see
and
that.
Their program.
Doing
They're doing some type of experience, and maybe Pat, we could do an interview with him when he comes back. But I think they're experiencing like a taste. Obviously, it can't be that bad because they're letting him use Facebook. But
Yeah, he's on Facebook Live. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Full Metal Jacket. Like they're all doing push-ups. Pat's just like on the his fucking his rack, just like scrolling Facebook. Like, you brought your phone, you eat it. They're paying for it. But yeah, he's doing some type of boot camp thing down there, getting geared up. They've got a pretty cool partnership that they've been working on. I don't know if it's fully like fleshed out. I don't want to give too much away and steal their thunder, but they've been working like with the military, with
Yeah.
like higher up people to get like the military's not recruiting the numbers that they want, so they want to try to increase that obviously any way they can. And Dan's been having some pretty cool successes and some pretty cool luck. I don't want to say luck; it's a lot of hard work. They've been doing a lot of good things, getting kids that are interested in joining the military, like over those hurdles. Maybe it's passing the ASVAB test. Maybe it's the physical fitness, but they've been getting them across, I don't want to say the finish line, but at least getting them to basic. And then it's cool. The program's been around long enough. They're starting to actually see, soldiers coming back and like, yeah, this guy's like through school and is like being deployed now. And like, he went through their program. So
20 Marines watching. We know you're not a soldier. That's Army.
what is that? What is that?
It's, yeah.
Oof.
Whatever.
Your dad is angry punching the air right now.
Cody texts,
the Guardians of the Galaxy is still the coolest.
Cody text saying Hesney has a bunch of animal heads on auction.
Oh,
So
Nice.
Hesney, we know you're watching.
donate.
Mr., Mrs., all the kids.
Todd says, "Don't ask, don't tell, Pat." I think they did away with that. You can be.
No, Trump made it.
They'd even let you in, Todd. Anybody can join.
That is super cool though.
I'm looking
Yeah.
on their online auction right now. Y'all are streaming. I'm auctioning.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out the store's card.
We bought some bad taxidermy not too long ago. I
We,
wish I'd bought more.
bought. You know what? You know who did that?
Me.
No, Chuck Testa. Do you remember that? Remember Chuck Testa? That's a Chuck Testa taxidermy.
Oh man.
We'll put that video in the comments.
Chuck
Testa.
Testa.
How do you see what?
Oh my god. Have you never auctioned?
I don't like the online
Oh my god.
auctioning.
See, that's why I only go to Bontrager's because their website is just
It really is pretty.
They should. I think Hesney uses the same. It's all one auction.
It's all high bid,
It's all the
yeah,
same.
it's all-
Yeah.
Like Gear
I
Fire
just
for
love-
us.
Yeah.
I just love Bontrager's.
So do I. Bontrager's, we know you're
They
watching.
will
We love you.
always
Bontrager's is
Hold-
nice. Yeah.
a place in our heart. They helped us very much.
They're the oldest in New York State, right? As a family-owned auction place.
That I don't know. Could be that stayed like within the same family.
Yeah.
It could be.
They start. I was talking to Mister. He was saying that they started off as like only cattle auctioning.
Sure.
It's like just
Yeah.
like you run
Yeah.
through the town and then
I love-
obviously they started in the farms, the estates, and then it
All
just
of
kind of
it.
went from
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I love looking at the old like auction listings
Mhm.
that they have like on the wall there. I do miss Hesney. I think across the country, in-person auctions really like aren't as much of a thing anymore.
COVID wiped that out.
I
Yeah.
miss it.
The only thing
Yeah.
that is still in person, which I really want to go to and check out, is coming down. I don't remember what route that is from Geneva to Canandaigua. There's a livestock auction house. And
Sure.
that would be
Yeah,
sweet
yeah, yeah.
to just.
Empire Livestock down there. It might be the same people.
Might be the same.
There's
people.
one on 19 in Pavilion. Same
Okay.
thing.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's it, but I'm sure the same thing.
I got a call one day. My buddy Ben is a farmer out in Orleans County,
Farmer Ben.
and like literally just calls me up, and like I can hear he's like on the side of the road, like breathing, out of breath. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" I was like, "Nothing, like nothing really. Why?" And he's like, "Yeah, my truck died on the side of the road, and I got 2 cows in this trailer that I got to go to the auction by like 4. Can you come get here and like tow these cows to the auction for me?"
Jeez.
And I was like, hell yeah. Like, I've never done that before. So I get down there. We like, he'd already had the other trailer unhooked and the truck pulled away. And, or no, I think I had to pull the truck out of the way because it was dead. And so then we get all hooked up and everything. And like, I've towed stuff before. Not like I'm a trucker, but like I've towed before. But I've never towed a live animal.
Sure.
So
yes.
then, like, yeah, I'm going. And yeah, you can feel that thing. Like, it's not happy and it's moving around and like it's moving the whole truck and everything. And I was like, oh shit, like that's weird. That was a crazy. And yeah, we made it in like just under the wire. Like
Jeez.
it was very fun.
That's cool. A little taste of the homestead.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm
I'm doing my
yeah,
part.
you're welcome. Fed America today.
No me, no food.
Just hand it out. No, me, no. I started handing out those green bumper stickers. No me, no food. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, Todd, that would be fun. That would be super fun.
Bro,
we got
Activity Messenger has
Ow.
the way to do that.
Ow. What? Talk really fast?
Punch you in the
Hey,
fucking leg.
give me 14. Blah, 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 blah.
We could probably have ChatGPT do that. Give me auction
Just
speed.
have it write up a script and then like increase speed.
Increase 20%. No,
Hey, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
let me find it. There's
Oh my god.
there's a way you can do
Auctions?
auctions.
That's crazy. Yeah, it does suck though that COVID killed all the auction. Like
Yeah.
I loved, like I think Bontrager used to do like a monthly or whatever. Like it was the last
Sure-
Wednesday of the
sure
month or
felt
something
like
like
it, yeah.
that. Yeah, and it was just like the community got together and bought stuff, and it was just fun. I'm sure it was a ton of work, and there's a reason they don't do them anymore. But the only ones that I've seen are like the farm ones, or when like Roberts did that clean out
Yeah,
of all of their stuff. Like, okay, yeah, when you're gonna go to that auction in person, and they'll do
estates
one.
and things like that.
Animals
I'm
you have
sure-
to do in person.
I'm sure Rock Island auction still does in person because you want to go and inspect those
Mhm.
guns. Like someone serious.
They feed you. It's like a whole.
Really?
Like, it's
That's
a suit tie gala.
It's like that car
What they do.
auction.
yeah,
No,
the one in
yeah,
Colorado,
yeah.
the one they drive. past.
Super
Or
expensive,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Rock Island, is that out in Iowa?
It's in Rock Island, dude.
Rock Island,
Illinois.
Illinois.
Malinois?
New York.
No, false. That'd
Is-
be fun to go to.
Is that Rock Island in New York?
I think Rock Island Armory was it New Jersey maybe?
Illinois.
Yeah,
It's
is Illinois. So it's not too far, right?
Mm-mm.
Day, just a little day trip.
Because this, like, the Rock Island Armory story, like, wasn't it like a castle the guy owned and had a gun shop in there or
You're thinking
something?
of Bannerman.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Bannerman was think of Augie, for those of you that know and remember Augies. Think of that, but like post World War One with like unlimited buying power and like New York City warehouse spacing. And Bannerman's they had everything. They had artillery pieces. They had full auto belt-fed machine guns or whatever. Because there's no before 1934, you could own all that kind of stuff.
It was
They
castle.
Outfitted full militaries. Like there were small countries that would need
Oh, shit.
to outfit their armies, and Bannerman's would sell them that stuff. And yeah, he had an island like out, I don't know, in the East River or the Hudson River, like one of those off a Long Island. And it's all fallen into disrepair now. I think it's just ruins, but
Yeah, I'm gonna try and upload a picture I just found.
had like a ridiculous like 20-story building, I want to say. Maybe not that big, but like what Tent City was in Rochester times 100. Like that was Bannerman's.
AVIF. I've never even heard of that file. I guess I'm not.
So was Abercrombie and Fitch. You guys know I went down
Yeah,
that rabbit
Abercrombie
hole
and Fitch
a
is
while
so
ago.
cool.
That is one of the
Where
coolest.
Teddy Roosevelt used to go for his outfitting.
Yeah, like it's a mix between like Brooks Brothers and like Field and Stream, or like an Orvis, where you can push by like high end clothing and everything, and then full gun department and fishing
It was-
department and
it was
camping.
like you said, an outfitting.
Yeah,
So when they say that Rock Island is in Illinois, it's on the river on the west side border with Iowa. So it's like 11 hours from here.
so it's pretty far. It's that's why I was thinking Iowa.
West
it's almost
Rock
there.
Island.
Yeah, it's on it's the outskirts of Davenport, so it's on the river on the west.
So we get to
side.
take the lake.
We could take the lakes.
Is that where the armory
Just
was?
ferry
Too?
across.
I don't know if it was. That would make sense why it's called that.
When you look up Rock Island Armory USA, it's just crappy Turkish guns.
Yeah, it's true.
I probably should look up Arsenal.
Yeah, there's a picture of a guy,
Yeah, that was in Illinois.
the Bannermans. It's like literally like 20 guns high, and he's on like the library ladder, like just like 6-story,
Love
like
it.
so cool.
Abercrombie and Fitch, they had like an entire building downtown New York City, like a 15-story building, and then on the roof they had like a full-size log cabin. And I can't remember if it was Abercrombie or Fitch, but one of the guys like bought out the other one and then like ran the company and was like super eccentric and like lived in the log cabin and would
Of
like
course.
teach people how to fly fish like 16 stories up, like in New York City, like, and then would take them up to the Adirondacks. And like, if you've ever been to the Adirondack Lodge, LOJ,
Mhm.
up there, he was one of like the founders of that and like led
That's cool.
a huge movement of like, all right, we got to take all these city folk and like get them out into the nature and
Cool.
like get them conserving it and
If only they could see it now.
Right.
for real, yeah. And now it's just
You're too fat for our clothes.
cologne and flannel and ripped
Over-
jeans.
overpriced
yeah.
jeans, yeah.
that are ripped.
Brandon,
Uh,
the Arsenal's still there. on the island.
They're still, yeah,
It's like it's still in its
Rock Island.
They don't
right?
make anything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
well, they don't make guns.
Sure.
But yeah, that's still like a 850 acre army thing.
Another deep dive that is local, Waterville.
Hmm.
I think they're still open. There's a town, like if you were to drive up to like Lake Placid, you'll see signs on the way for Waterville. It's a town up there, and there was an arsenal, and I think there still is, and they do like research and development on specific like naval projects, but like all of the giant gun barrels, like I don't know about the 16-inch ones on like the New Jerseys and stuff like that, the Iowa class battleships, but like most of the big like deck guns and stuff that the Navy used were made like here in New York.
Sweet.
Yeah, super cool.
That was really cool.
There's still
Waterville.
there's still Navy testing on Seneca Lake.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's cool.
It's it's the naval installment right in the middle of the lake, or towards Watkins Glen. You'll see it if you ever go
Yeah.
out there and look. It's where they tested the different propellers and stuff for submarines, and not.
that's always wild.
You can't
like,
go there to confirm it, but allegedly, because the military base is right there. If you ever see Hazlitt, there's a wine called White Stag. It's because all of the testing. There's a bunch of albino deer in that area now.
Yeah, that's the
On the other
the old
side,
Seneca Army Depot,
by
right?
Ovid. Yep.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
all like together.
Yeah.
And allegedly, one of those in the middle of the lake is a nuclear silo.
I can believe it.
there's like
Yeah,
a bunch
I
of
can
cool
believe it.
little lore over there for local
Didn't they have
history.
a problem with the deer eating bullets because of the calcium buildup?
I
yeah.
yeah.
Like they're pretty strong over there. They're pretty strong.
Some of them have 2, maybe 3
The
heads.
deer just like looks up, looks like Snake from Splinter Cell. Like it's got the scar, it's got the bandana.
Bandolier.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
You like look at it a second time, it's just a box. What?
Yeah, there's. I never realized either. I went down to pick up some stuff. There's an auction place in Binghamton, and it routed me around that side of the lake to get down that way. And what is it? Sampson. There's like a Sampson State Park.
Yeah,
there.
That's on the same.
And that
side
was a
of it.
huge. Yeah, you like the Army Depot's on one side, and then like the Naval. Like, I don't want to say most, but like maybe like 20% of like all the sailors in World War II got trained like in Geneva, basically,
pretty
like
cool.
just south of Geneva. Yeah, just wild. Like, why there?
New York
Like,
is cool and sucks at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
New York's government sucks, but
the history of New York.
there's supposed to be a pretty cool museum there. I've not been, but there's supposed to be a pretty cool museum at that.
Yeah, I
Sampson.
haven't been either. A couple friends we know have been there a few times. They have,
Well-
they have a good putt course.
Once we have more time, we'll have to arrange. You know how like Ian from Forgotten Weapons does those like bus trips and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
We could go tour. We have to start doing that.
and then
like,
we'll vlog it.
yeah, exactly. Like let's do a bus trip like to
Call them ahead
that
of time.
military museum. You know, like let's go look for the albino deer at the whatever.
Oh, they're there.
Oh, they're the
Smoking their cigarettes, waiting for you.
Call ahead of time.
glowing in the dark.
There's redheaded kid. He's on the spectrum. He
Yes.
wants to record everything. Just let him.
Just let him screech on the floor. He'll tire himself out. I think Tony wants to go on a bus ride with us. He
Tony,
wants to-
stop texting me.
He wants to get us
live.
to sit in the back of the bus.
Are there any questions?
That's where the bad kids are.
Flipped off the camera.
No questions at the moment, but we do thrive on them. So please, if you have any questions, what kind of what do you got? You got some stuff there.
I do.
You have things.
Camera, I have to get up and show. So, for those of you that do know or don't know, we are not us Cerakote certified, but Brian is our Cerakote applicator. So, I brought a couple things that he Cerakoted to kind of show off and see what we're able to be capable of. If you go to Cerakote's website and search Bergen, New York, it'll come up with his side business that is the Cerakoting, and it'll show all the stuff that he has done so far, at least the ones that he thinks are the coolest. They're all cool. Mine, this knife specifically, was on the website. So
No
if
big
you haven't
deal.
searched it, no big deal. It's whatever.
No big deal. Find an applicator.
So
Yeah, he went back. When did he do that? Last year?
This is
Sometime?
a Tops. They call it the Baghdad box cutter. I wanted them done up in the chalky chip, but purple, just because it looks super cool. So this took them about 7 hours, I think. That's because you got to bake it. That's pretty much included.
Don't cut yourself.
That's included in that. And for really ridiculousness, did a little Beretta tip up in the most ridiculous version.
Ooh. Oh, it is on there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, well, he's gonna put my door handles on there. So
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So if you haven't realized that, we did the door. We didn't. Brandon and a very skilled welder did our door handles out of Garands, call them the Garandals. And the inside door handles, we'll call that the Neo or the red pill, I guess.
Yes.
Looks like the Matrix little weirdo robot.
The Sentinels.
Yeah, the Sentinels. Thank you. But yeah,
I had to look it up to see what they were called.
you can either reach out to our page on Facebook or you can go directly to his page. It's Dapper Ghost Customs. And he'll, like, Cerakote is for anything. So I did a knife and that pistol. People do dumbbells. People do just literally anything because not only does it look cool,
Spaghetti.
but it protects your
Yeah.
stuff. It doesn't have to be metal. It can be plastic. It's just awesome.
It bakes at what, like 250 degrees, maybe? Like
When I
it's
did
not.
it, yeah,
It's not.
it was
hot.
not.
It's, you know,
It's,
but it's
low and
hotter than
low
I
and
wanna
slow,
be in.
I guess, is the word.
What's
limit.
Hotter than I care to be in. But you can't Cerakote me.
You've like built up a tolerance, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I do enjoy a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is weird.
But yeah, so
burn me a little bit, but no,
Cool
not too much. Humans, so
Nightmare,
pathetic.
nightmare,
So
nightmare.
pathetic.
Can I Cerakote my ammo?
sure, if you want them to touch off.
What is that heat required to touch off around?
More than that, for sure.
I
Piece of paper burns it
400,
450,
yeah.
right. So we had a manager once at Gander Mountain. Someone, like a customer, you know, older lady, bought some ammo probably for her husband or whatever, and I totally stereotyping, I know, but she had asked up at customer service. You know, it was a hot summer day. She's like, I have other shopping to do. Is this going to be okay in my car? And like, okay, if you don't know, that is a valid question, I guess. Like, it's better to ask that. And so, like, the customer service girl like said that over the radio, and obviously, like, the guys back in the gun department were all just like, yeah, of course you can, like, no big deal. So like, I can't remember who, but one of us answers like, yeah, no problem. Like, you know, again, a piece of paper burns at 450. Like, your car's not gonna catch on fire from that. Like,
451.
sorry, at sea level. When the moon is in full. And so this other, I can't think of her name. She was the soft lines. She was like,
Carrie.
maybe.
Was she older?
Yeah.
Wore glasses.
Yeah.
She worked in clothing.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
But yeah, she,
Dee.
yes, she was just like,
Dee
nope,
Dee.
you can't, you cannot answer the cut. Like, to tell them to refer to the manufacturer. She just like damage control, like
Yeah.
hardcore, like
So,
insurance answer. Like, we cannot
which is
tell
funny
this
because
lady.
she was corporate Eddie Bauer. So like that
I
kind of
can see
makes
that,
sense where she was like
yeah.
very by the
nope,
book.
nope.
Yep.
And I think one of the guys from the gun department just went up there and was like, "Are you the one that asked that question?" Like, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be fine.
But if you want to give it to me. But yeah, seriously, there is no stupid question, only stupid answers. So don't ask.
Sometimes we make fun of you a little bit. If you
Well, not to your face.
if you should know better, like we'll tease you a little bit, but as like older brother teasing.
I do,
And behind your back.
I do
Well,
the,
Never
I'll,
to you.
I'll
We
do
reserve
the
that right.
down head over the eye. Whoop.
Sit down. You know what
You know it's bad when like you say something and everyone's just like, the fuck did
that
guy
definitely happens. Do you want to say when that happened recently?
say?" Yeah, I'll tell this.
What?
No, and Joe, let me
What?
say no or yes.
I don't know what the story is.
All right. Yeah, it's
You know what
it's
story
the
it
the
is.
race question. Okay, I'll just say it. I'm-
Jesus.
I
No. Yeah, well, hey,
my back is turned.
we didn't go through with the back.
I'm like creating a Google form or something, and We're
Well,
going through the
you're
back.
asking ChatGPT to make you a Google form.
That's how that works.
Sorry.
But yes,
Jeeves.
we're asking questions for the background check, and this customer, we get to the race question. Like, it's such a stupid question we have to ask. Like, what is your race? And the customer said master. And like, you could hear a pin drop. And the second it left his mouth, I did that pug gif where it's just like, what the fuck did he? What did he just say? Absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Oh.
One of those things. where
nobody laughed.
You just don't acknowledge it and make them feel dumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, what's that mean?
I don't get that.
What do you mean?
And then when he laughed, we were all just like, bro, what the fuck?
Get the
what?
fuck-
What did that? Yeah. So I
Not
call it the pug gif. So.
as much as he would approve of it, you have to do the Edward Norton in American History X. Like,
Not welcome.
not welcome.
I had to watch
Yeah.
that movie in college.
Really?
Yeah.
Psychology,
No, it was
African studies.
it was a class. Yeah, it was a class that the Brockport made you take, and it was like some African American studies class. And I'm one of two white kids, and they made us watch that, and it was it sucked. That was not a
Yeah,
fun
that's
movie
just
to
sitting in
watch.
that class.
Like, I don't support any of this. I hope
Especially,
you all
well,
know.
I know you cheer like when he
No,
stomps the head.
No.
You're like, yeah!
absolutely not.
When the big fat guy's like singing the songs in the van, he's like screaming.
I don't remember that scene.
Oh, that's such a great one. He's like driving
You
somewhere.
watch this movie like right before you
Every
go to bed.
night, he was just like, "I love this part."
You got me. You got me there.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I get it.
take your own
It's a
medicine.
piece. It's a piece of history. Heck,
X.
That's the point of college, is to make you uncomfortable. That's what I kept trying to tell you all those nights. This is supposed to be uncomfortable. And you're just like, no.
Stop it,
my-
Scoutmaster.
My life was incredible. Listening to
And
your
then I
story.
started working here.
And then
If you
Yeah.
ever watched the old ad, we had an ad. I was young and full of life and happy. I still am.
this still comes up sometimes.
Yeah.
Isn't that still on the ad monitor?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Maria, we like going to the Leroy Diner, the No Finer Diner. Shout out, really good food. And it'll pop up every now and again, and Maria will be like, you'll let yourself go.
Oh,
Oh.
the memory card right there, Ty, has a video of you doing some type of, we were trying to do like a gun safety video or like an entry, like,
Yeah.
here's how you use the range, and you're just a baby. You
Do I have
are,
facial hair yet?
you did, but it was like they were just poking through. It's like, is that a smudge on the lens there? Like, yeah, no, it was,
I started working here as a senior in high school.
used to skate over.
Yep.
Oh, fun. And then
COVID.
we found a replacement. We found another.
5-inch inseam shorts.
My man.
Jeez.
They could be shorter. That's nothing. That's nothing, dude.
He's technically off the clock, so you can say this, but I'm gonna have to ask you to stop
I
saying.
can't tell the college employees their shorts could be shorter. Like, Jason, those shorts are good, but I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely should stop.
They still leave too much
He
to the
technically
imagination.
has 6 minutes
He
before he's
still
off
is
the
on.
clock.
I'm not saying that
Yeah,
they have
actually,
to be. They
that's
could
a
be.
good point. Why are you up here?
Yeah, what the hell?
What if someone's trying to shoot in the range for 5 minutes?
Dude, what?
By the way, that's a good segue. Members' hours are open from 7 to 8 and 9 to 10. You were rushed
Not cool.
into
Not
testing.
cool. Yeah, that was one of the things that we were obviously hoping to be open earlier than we are. Fully reopened, I should say, earlier than now.
As Palpatine would say, fully operational.
Fully operational. And it's all the person who just commented's fault.
Literally, it's all Malachi's
Yeah,
fault.
it's all his fault. But we that's so funny. We have special members only hours.
Special.
Special members only. Special
members only. Yeah,
Okay.
special hours for special
only.
members. Yes.
hours. Special.
And if you go on to Google or any of those types of sites that list our hours,
Incorrect. Just call us.
you'll see.
Seriously, because it won't we have it closed off for the.
That's what I mean. It'll say we're open 10 to 7. But if you're
I thought
a
you were talking
member,
about, like, booking an
you're
appointment or
open
something.
9 till
Yeah.
you got to call us to
Gotcha.
book. But we wanted
now.
to start
Still-
those
still
member
check.
hours to get the staff used to them, to get folks amped up for that. And I think that's going to be a really nice perk of being a member, is that extra time every day, that you're going to get just special for you.
Yeah.
On the range.
I don't like going there. It's too busy. Well, show up at
Yeah.
9 a.m.
I do think having the trailer will alleviate a lot of that, because that's where all of the parties are going to go now, and all of the big groups that just want to shoot and have fun.
Or just like the groups that just want to shoot handguns. Like parties, I see them wanting to shoot a lot of like long guns and stuff. So we might
Mhm.
not have that be
That
for
is
parties.
true.
I think the trailer, like there's a lot of like older members that shoot 22s and only
Sure.
handguns.
Sure.
And honestly, I don't care if you bounce between the two. I'm going to
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
handguns for a while.
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm just glad to be able to shoot rifles again. It was really cool seeing Ahmed today. He came in and was like, I don't shoot anywhere else. Like, I haven't been able to shoot a rifle in 2 years now.
Yeah.
He was very anxious to
Where? You
Huh?
shot rifles here?
Yeah.
When?
before the fire.
Oh, okay.
He's like, since the fire, I haven't been able to shoot.
I thought
a
you were
rifle.
I thought you say it's nice to shoot it again.
No,
Like
he
you were
can't
just
wait.
shooting it.
You
Okay.
can't wait to shoot again.
Sorry, I misunderstood what
It's
you
all
said.
right. It's okay. It's English.
It's just the pressure of having
It's the language that you speak.
thousands of people watch me.
It's fine. It is hard.
Tens of thousands, not dozens of us. Tens of thousands.
Yeah. So when's the range going to be open, dude?
Range could be open right now. The ventilation system works. Send it.
I love answering that question, and then 30 seconds later, somebody walks in and asks the same question. When are you guys going to be open?
Yeah.
It's customer service, dude.
Next
That
month.
person doesn't know that.
As soon as the big scissors go, shh, come right in.
You guys having a barbecue?
We got to figure something out for Freedom Weekend, right?
Yeah, we
For
still got to
barbecue?
do. We got to do food.
Your dad said that he still has that buddy that has the hot dog cart, which I think is
Yeah.
so freaking easy to do.
Let's do it.
I'll grill.
Let's do it.
I would love to fucking grill for
Just
everyone.
make sure you get your permit.
It says this piece of paper says I can do whatever I want.
Here's the deed to the property. Like
The Gestapo will be here.
sushi, maybe?
Why'd you look at Jason?
Just to see if he was interested in the idea.
This man said sushi and looks right at Jason.
I love hot dogs.
Hot dog sushi.
Is
Interesting you say hot dogs, though.
Hot dogs.
It's an interesting, like,
I also like
American hot dogs, or like, are you saying like hot dogs? Or are you?
Jason is Korean, and I don't know if they share the
I think
same.
isn't that?
You're on your own little racist quest.
Yeah, you're on.
Don't-
We're not uploading any of these streams. It's gonna go from stream 99 to stream like 108.
American.
What kind of American are you?
Yeah, what kind of American are you?
Do you like Tesla?
I did
That's-
like it before it was cool.
Wait.
Not like it.
Wait.
Does the environment matter to you?
All right, you're in.
Go throw a battery into the waterway.
You want to work
I
here?
dare you.
Throw this car battery in the Genesee.
Poor Rivers. Please don't.
What have they ever done for me?
Well.
Name one thing a river has done for me. I don't.
It allows us.
I have
pay-
body
it
water
allows
from the
us to pay
reservoirs.
Easy Pass.
It's let the contaminants from the batteries and stuff flow away.
Okay. No,
It
yeah.
carries the garbage.
I do appreciate
things
that.
away. Yes, yeah, to the ocean.
I do appreciate
to
that.
the great garbage patch in the sky. Yeah.
I can fly twice as high.
God. It will be nice when we can stream maybe like behind the counter again, and we can talk about guns. I don't know. It might be cool. What's
I'm
this?
thinking about doing.
It's a
I don't know.
gun.
Yeah, it's a gun. I don't know.
There's
Tried
been a
to talk-
gun. Here's-
tried to talk about this, and you guys talk about Cerakote your body, so I don't even want to talk about that because we're just going to segue into.
Because you said you could Cerakote anything.
Yeah. And then we went off on your little
Anything you can
Tanjoy
put
thing.
in an oven,
Anything you can put in one oven.
and I think we can leave it at that.
My
I think
laptop.
we can leave it at that.
Hey, McArdle.
I think that's gonna bake too hot, right?
What's too hot for a laptop?
I'm sure people have taken apart and like done the case or whatever.
Ooh, Apple product. Can't do that.
Depends on the flow temperature of your solder, I guess.
250? Two.
Should be good.
We found what a laptop can't get too cold at because the Kodak class was I had to sit on it.
Okay,
got
most
cold.
solder melts at 360. So you're good. Let's do it. Put it right in. I'll fire it up.
Okay.
I'll spray. I know how to do it.
It can't be that hard.
It can't be.
Brian's doing it.
Yeah.
Much cheaper and simpler to get it done by Triple Creation.
Take out what's at your feet.
Right on camera.
My boots. You guys want to see something else?
Skia.
It's a Glock.
Ooh.
So distributor exclusive
Ah.
and Talo exclusive. Brought back the 19 Gen 3 specifically in the C model. So I'll just show you guys. Right here,
I don't need it, guys.
C for cool.
they comped it by comping the slide and then porting the actual barrel so it escapes out via the top. Super cool. Gen 3, if you guys like the finger grooves and the smoother texturing, which is nice. I like the finger grooves personally, but I am left-handed, so I like having the mag release that can be reversed. This one is the Gen 3, so it is not reversible, and you're getting it for $589, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Super, super nice. If you want a piece of older Glock history, but bringing up the... Are you calling the shop?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
That's funny.
What is that?
That's the elevator phone.
So you're... Because you called our fax number?
No, I didn't. Why would I do it?
Somebody's calling our fax number
It's
right
so
now.
funny. Yeah. Yeah. I won't say it on air because they'll just keep doing it.
Probably just telemarketer auto dialer.
Yeah.
Probably.
True.
Yeah.
Run, little Jason.
I mean, how-
But yeah, for safety reasons, we have to have a phone line in the elevator. And I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but we've always had two phone numbers here. One was like our normal number, and then one we had like a specific, like a fax line. Our business is that old, right? We had a fax line. And so that had it was a different number. It's similar, but it's a different number than the main store phone number. And so that line was still available. So I ended up running a cable to hook into that. So yeah, like the elevator has its own like phone number. So you can dial out from it and it'll say like calling from the firing pin or whatever on caller ID. But that also means that, yeah, people can also call the elevator. Who was it?
I didn't get there. It is locked. How do you open the door?
It has to be down.
Was it up here?
Yeah.
You got to push the button to like, I'll show you.
Bring it up a little bit higher. It'll pop.
Yeah.
Lock and drop.
Thank you for bringing the Glock out. Sorry, we were distracted by the phone ringing.
It's okay. Segues galore. I'm going to have my own stream. It's going to be in the bathroom.
It's
It's
very
The
echoey.
Joe Stream stream.
Just crying.
You have to have some foam in there, I think. It's very echoey.
Probably.
We should probably do that in general.
I think it'd be cool to like take a shit in there, like
Hear the reverb.
be like that thunderstorm yesterday. That was scary. Were you here?
Yeah, I was in a meeting and you. Did you guys hear that?
That was crazy.
Like 15-second rolling thunder.
Yeah. Thought it was the big one.
I really thought Genesee County was getting bombed. And I'm like, it's happening.
Yeah. I was looking for the bright flash from
Just
Grenade.
takes off his shirt.
I've
been waiting for this.
I haven't been waiting, but I also haven't been like not waiting.
The Koreans are falling out of the sky.
Junior says hi. We should bring up some
Hi.
savior bags. Maybe not tonight.
I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked. Savior's coming to
Freedom
Freedom
Weekend.
Weekend, right?
Savior's repping
That'll be
Freedom
cool.
F-Dub 25, baby.
They had a rep last year, but they'll have a rep like the rep. We had a rep last year. We're gonna have the rep
It's true.
Yeah,
this year.
we are direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
They make some good stuff.
He was a cool guy. He was an interesting guy. Oh, he was cool. No, he's cool. The guy from Savior. Did you meet him? Were you here that day?
No, he wasn't here.
Ooh, really?
he came in.
Oh, oh yeah. Where were you? Where were you?
When was this?
Ooh,
Probably came, I think he came in Thursday.
must have been.
Oh yeah, it was the one Thursday that you had something.
What's that? You've been wanting something from there, didn't you? Haven't you? I don't know. You showed me something in the catalog. You were like, I really want that. He gave them to everybody. He gave them to everybody.
like,
got
okay,
one.
where you going,
I got
Jason?
two. I got two of them. I just threw one
away.
out though.
Just cut holes in there.
Yeah, I sliced it up real quick.
No, there will be Savior giveaways during Freedom Weekend. There will be a couple other companies that are coming that will also be doing giveaways. Yeah, pretty exciting.
This, I heard this online, but I think the industry as a whole is still catching up with this. Matthew writes that he started lubricating his firearms with beef tallow because of issues with autoimmune diseases and traditional lubricants.
Full blown autoimmune
Just
diseases.
yeah, full blown. I'm telling you, we're focused on lead right now. This is right behind it. It's right behind it. It's a big beef tallow. That's interesting.
Autoimmune diseases are.
You tell your own beef?
I've been known. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't heard back from Ben if we're gonna do the petting zoo. I thought that'd be fun. He brings a cow.
Oh,
like,
Brigadas. Yeah.
like bring a cow for Freedom Weekend,
That's
and the
cool.
kids can pet it, and then we'll like auction it off, and then someone can eat the cow, like, or we just do it right there. Yeah.
What was it when in Napoleon Dynamite when the bus of kids come by and the guys
Oh. Wow.
actually not a planned scene. That was a I have no idea.
You know the one old like the chicken farmer guy that like you can't.
Yeah,
That's really him.
I believe
I saw
it's
like a
an
behind the
act,
scenes
like,
of that.
just
Yeah,
went
they
to
were
a
like,
farm
"That's
and
just
said-
a dude. That's exactly how he talked." Like, they weren't even like shooting. Like that wasn't even a scene.
He was just
He was just like,
wearing,
"You guys want some egg sandwiches or whatever?" He gave them, and like they just let the cameras roll. Like,
That's awesome.
uh,
Well, I can't pay you. Here's some change.
this stream is awesome.
Usually,
They're
Is.
they're all pretty good. They're pretty good. Some
because
of
I'm
them.
hanging out with you.
Oh, stop.
Nothing I'd rather be doing on a Thursday night.
We we did get another question from Marianne. Do we have any speakers or bands yet?
No.
It's still early.
Yeah. Please
It's still a work in progress.
give me a minute. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I don't
We've
know.
always
speakers.
struggled.
We
I
have,
mean,
we have speakers for the bands to play into. So there's
No, the bands
one,
have to bring their own
there's
speakers.
one,
they're
yes.
JBLs. Yeah, they're
Can
okay.
the bands hook into?
No.
So they have to bring their own
They have
speakers.
to bring their own. No, they could
Cool.
if I let them.
20,
So, like-
2,500.
Yeah, they pay us. But, yeah. They pay us. Yeah, other than the 1 year we had Spike and we had FPC, it's been difficult to find speakers. To be frank, most of them want money, and that's kind of awkward,
Mhm.
you know? So we've kind of just, hey, we're here. If you want to come show your support for the Second Amendment, you know, we are still accepting vendors
And sponsors.
and sponsors. We've got several sponsors. EOTech is a sponsor of Freedom Weekend. Allen, you know, they make cleaning supplies and cases and all that kind of stuff. They're a sponsor of Freedom Weekend. API, right? Sponsor of this stream,
Yeah. Sponsor
Is also
all
sponsoring-
things the Firing Pin.
Freedom Weekend.
We need to have him set. Did you ever find that API logo? The metal one? It was in the trailer somewhere.
No, it's not. It's behind.
Is
it's,
it?
It's in the shop.
We need to
It's-
Cerakote
it's
that,
always
their
been-
colors.
It's
So.
hanging up in the shop. For,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been in the shop
it
since
hanging
we
up?
opened.
Since we
Yeah.
made it a studio, we never
Yeah,
took
it
it
was-
down.
yeah.
Remember we
Oh,
hung it
okay,
up in the
cool.
studio?
How do they go?
Cool. We got to Cerakote that.
Who am I?
Steve, you want to?
Tyler at work.
Yeah.
Tyler at
work.
Is this a gun?
That's ableist. I don't appreciate it.
It's not ChatGPT. It's ableist.
It's not. Yeah, sorry. ChatGPT. Help me out of here.
Gemma says chicken out. I don't know. Only been
Chicken
telling
in.
Brandon to reach out for
Chicken
you
in.
know, forever.
You know,
Who am I?
I'm out here every day
Oh, squirrel.
They're
with
too-
my little.
Squirrel. Oh, I gotta go do that. You.
Matthew will speak. He just wants 1 gallon of beef tallow. I think we should look into hiring him.
he just
You have a verbal-
filibusts the entire event about tallow.
Verbal contract, my friend. That's
I know how to
super
speak with words. Hire
fun.
me.
With words.
Jason Blaler. Can I speak at FW25?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this website lists 1 gallon of organic grass-fed beef tallow for $132.
That's the
really
cheapest
a good
speaking
deal.
fee you'll ever.
That's your fee.
I still think we should do the hot dog eating contest.
I'll speak for free.
Whole. Okay. About.
TBD.
Okay. Yeah.
Hot
What would
dogs.
you like to know?
We'll
What
keep that.
everybody?
We'll keep that. I like turtles. That's his whole speech. We'll keep the dump button.
Should we do a
ready for you.
competition or some sort?
Who can eat
I
the
don't know.
most? Wait, what are they doing to the hot dogs?
The glory hole dog competition. I still think that's a prime idea.
We reconfigure your can cannon
Oh,
to shoot hot dogs.
big old
You don't even need to reconfigure that, dude.
You can just shove it. You're just shotgunning like 10 hot dogs at some guy's face.
You need a spray paint can.
You know how
cup?
you wanted to do like the tomato throwing stockade idea?
Yeah.
It's just that, but hot dogs.
And Dave.
I told you I already have the thing. That was so fun. Yeah. Dave.
I wish we could use the can cannon more.
What's stopping you?
Just the parking lot or the farm. I don't know.
What farm?
It's the farm. in
He's
the room with us
nefariously like,
right now.
what farm? It's just burning. the
No, seriously, what farm?
one behind us that we shoot the,
The
can can.
field?
Yeah,
That's
the
not a
field.
farm.
They
It's
farm
a,
it
It's a field.
with crops.
We just
on
gotta
it.
keep track of all the stuff that goes into it.
Yeah.
I think is like we can't just shoot like pop beer cans out there.
Yeah, we got to go pick it up, and if there's grass,
Why is
there's
there-
corn,
Why is there all this aluminum in our wheat this year?
don't worry about it.
They don't plant wheat out there anyways. So.
If it's in my baby formula, it can be. in-
rotations, bro. You heard of them?
I support monocrop agriculture.
You don't know any of those words.
I could break them down.
Want food? Thank me.
No me, no food.
No meat, no food. God damn. All right. This is a stream.
Yep.
This is the firing pin stream. This is what scholars years from now will be like. How the hell?
How
did they
the
get-
f-
Yeah.
Where are the outlet covers?
They used to what? Bro,
He hasn't put them up yet.
bro,
Don't worry about the outlet covers. We're still recovering from the fire.
find a metal fork. I'll show you where the outlet covers are.
I thought you were gonna put that right in the fan.
All right.
Cool stream
Keep your beef tallow handy.
or handy your beef towel.